Word on the street say Anikulapo the Ghoul Awakens wasn't an impressive movie. People are saying that Anikulapo the Ghoul Awakens is not impressive, but how true is that really? First off, let's start by giving the movie the credit that it deserves. From day one, everyone knows that Kunle Afolayan never misses when it comes to visuals, costumes, color grading, cinematography, effects, makeup. All of that is usually top tier. That visual richness and cultural storylines were one of the main things that pulled us to Anikulapo in the first place. It was focused on love, betrayal, the Yoruba mythology, the mystery of the death power. Everything was on point. Season 1 still actually managed to connect the subplot to that core story that we began with. It was able to follow the emotional journey, but Season 2, that was where things began to scatter. Some people were of the opinion that Saro's death meant the end of the movie because he's the main character. But I actually believe Kunle Afolayan played around with more than one main character, which in itself is impressive and important when doing a series. However, tying the goals of these characters to each other is something that I did not see in Season 2. Important issues like resolving Akala's anger, which was mentioned in Season 1, wasn't resolved. And the significance of Akala's pouch, which I believe prompted the title of the movie itself, all faded to the background. So instead of deepening the mythology that the story started with, the story itself just jumped into slave trade and politics. While we understand that slave trade had been established in the previous part, there was no smooth tie to it from the last season to this season. And I feel another problem was the sudden arrival of a prince out of the blue. His character was not properly developed. The most confusing part of it was the sudden new romance of the prince with a mythical creature. Let's not also forget Balogun, who became a soul eater. These subplots left unanswered questions. It made it very difficult for the audience to be able to tie it back to our main character, Arulake, who got pregnant, gave birth, and had her child stolen. While I believe a whole lot of questions were left unanswered in anticipation of a third season, there were too many things happening at the same time in this Season 2. The emotional center was disrupted and the movie lost its connection with its audience. I feel Anikulapo would have been better if a whole lot of things were considered from the audience point of view. Or what do you think? I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section.